Alright, so, become kind of painfully aware I don't really know how to start, these kind of videos. Um, I'm terrible at it, really. Especially when I don't really know, uh, where I'm going with whatever is getting ready to come out of my mouth. So, I do apologize if, I start rambling or getting off whatever topic I end up on. Obviously, it's been a hot minute since I've done a video. I've had a few people wonder when I was going to do another one, so it kind of sparked me, especially with everything that's been going on the past the past 8-9 months, I guess. So I guess I'll start there. 2023. It kind of seemed like that was going to be my year, like a good year, Everything started off good, still working a good job, still got good people around me. Minus the heartbreak that's going to happen when you date. Um, I lost quite a few friends last year. I lost, I'd say maybe 4 people to cancer, different kinds of cancer. Um, 2 of them were really impactful. If you're from Atlanta, you know Jacob. He was a very unique, special individual, and losing him was a real kick in the teeth for all of us. You don't come across people like that very often, He just genuinely good guy. And then my dude Peter, he was very well known in the underground metal and hardcore scenes. The lead singer of Remembering Never. He finally succumbed to the evils of cancer, and he was the one that was very instrumental in me becoming straight edge, or not that he pushed me or anything, but he was the one that probably gave me the best advice when I was searching, when I was trying to find out if that was in fact what I wanted to do. He gave me the best advice for it. Honestly, that man always had good advice. No matter what the topic was, we could have been talking politics, we could have been talking music, and he was such a real dude that, like, we may not have seen eye to eye on certain topics, but he had a way of explaining his view and understanding my point of view that when the conversation was over, that was it. You know what I'm saying? There was no animosity, like a lot of people try to hold on to, which I've had quite a few people apologize to me the past few years for the way they behaved over certain issues that arose. But he was always that way. So, when I say I hold him in high regard, I mean I hold that man in really high regard, because he gave me the best advice when I was questioning, should I become straight edge and blah, blah, blah. He was like, look, man, like, if your doctor gives you medicine, it's going to keep you alive, fucking take it. You got a headache, take some ibuprofen, man. Just have your own boundaries with it. And that meant, just the simplistic way that he put it, it's for you, for nobody else, really set that standard for me. So, that's why I'm still able to communicate with people that aren't straight edge, because I could easily be militant and be like, fuck all you're fucking stupid, but why? I did drink, I did smoke weed and all that bullshit, and I'm not trying to be a hypocrite, So, that aside, then I lost a few friends. In fact, I lost 2, literally, in a 24-hour time period. My really good homie Chris, called him Ben Grimm. He was going through it, man. He was in pain, physically, mentally, and being the dude that he was, he didn't really let a lot of people know how he was feeling. And he ended up ending his life. And then while I'm processing that, another really good friend of mine, Summer, took her life. And that one hurt really bad too, because, you know, it wasn't 6 months prior she had called me in the middle of the night talking that shit, you know. How you doing? I love you. I'm gonna end it tonight. I just wanted to touch base with you. And, you know, luckily I wasn't the only one that she called. She lives in Florida, otherwise I would have been knocking on her door. But I called the police the next morning, and I was informed that she had, you know, been taken in, went into whatever mental facility helps with that kind of shit. And she got out, contacted me, apologized, and everything seemed like it was going good. And then, as it usually ends up, it wasn't good. So all those people passing, you know, that's just 6 people, and 4 of them were very impactful to me, like really hurt. So I carried that on my shoulders for a while. I was let go from the best, one of the best jobs I've ever had in my life. I could easily go into a huge verbal tirade of what happened with that, but I'm not going to, because that person knows what the fuck they did. But I still love everybody that's there. You know, I will never shit talk them. I will never shit talk that shop, because it's still one of the best tattoo shops ever, with some of the best fucking people ever. I mean, they can't help it that, you know, they got one person that sucks. And I hope you see this and you know I'm fucking talking about you. How about that? But anyways, yeah, I don't hold any animosity towards anybody except that one person, which realistically I should probably let go of that too, because that does no good for anybody, especially the person holding on to it. Sort of like a one-sided war, and it's kind of pointless. So regardless, I ended up navigating the rest of the year. Went back to the masquerade. Those people welcomed me back with open arms. I love y'all for it. Then my boy Cody got me a job delivering Little Debbie cakes to some of the small box stores, big box stores. So, you know, I'm working 2 jobs again, which nobody really wants to do, but I had to do it because I got to survive, you know. So I started getting tired. I'm thinking, fuck it, man, I'm almost 50 years old. I'm kind of burning the candle at both ends. That's probably why I feel tired. And I didn't think nothing of it until December rolls around, and I'm ridiculously exhausted. Like, there's no reason I should have been as exhausted as I was, you know. And then I started going, fuck, maybe this is related to my heart. I can't fuck around with my heart. So the week that popped into my head, hey, it's probably my heart, my mouth started hurting. Like, my gums just got, holy crap, infected and hurt. And like, I mean, it was to the point where I couldn't even eat mashed potatoes because whatever I flavored them with would hurt. So I got off work on Thursday, told my boss, hey, I've got to go to the hospital this weekend, so, you know, hopefully just pump me full of antibiotics and I'll be back Monday. So I go in and I'm like, hey y'all, I got heart issues. Something's happening. So they rush me into the ER. They get me through everything. They do end up pumping me full of antibiotics, take the blood samples. Um, then the next morning, well, I guess it was maybe the next morning. So that was like the 24th, December 24th. The oncologist at Piedmont Henry comes in and he's like, hey, how are you doing today? Looked at your blood and noticed you have an overabundance of white blood cells as well as some immature ones. Not knowing the lingo or what the hell he's talking about, I said, all right, well, what does that mean? And he said, usually it's indicative of leukemia, which is a cancer. And I might as well just been punched in the fucking face. That shit was, it was insulting that, not that he came and told me that he's doing his job, but it was insulting that my body was going to go that route when I've already been dealing with congestive heart failure and AFib, and I've been surviving. And now I've got this extra fucking weight sitting here called cancer. So I'm like, okay, well, what does that mean? And he said it's in your blood. This isn't something that's passed down from your mom or your dad or your grandparents. This is literally a lottery draw. And as many times as I would love to have won the lottery, I didn't want to win this one. So I called Felicia and her and Cadence came to the hospital and I told them. And instantly, I didn't have to say nothing. Felicia was like, all right, well, cool. You're stuck with me. I'm helping take care of you. They shipped me off to Northside because they had a better cancer treatment than Piedmont. Christmas morning, it was verified that I did have leukemia, AML, which is acute myeloid leukemia. And then throughout the month that I was in the hospital, I was also informed that I had 2 genetic mutations or genetic markers in my blood. I can't remember both of them. I can't remember both of them. I know one of them is FLT3, which if you go back onto my Facebook, maybe about a month ago, I posted links to what it was that I have as far as those genetic mutations and markers. But basically, those are pretty rare. I mean, everyone has some sort of genetic mutation marker when they get leukemia, which I've been told by my current doctor, Dr. Bloom over at Emory, that it's kind of good that those are there because that way they know what route to take, where to go with this. So it isn't just like a crapshoot of, an episode of House where it's like, hey, well, let's try this. Oh, no, that didn't work. That made this worse. It's with these markers in place, they're like, okay, we need to do this, this, and this, and knock this shit out. And I've been lucky so far. I am in, as far as leukemia goes, I am in remission. My white blood cell count, my hemoglobin, red blood cells, all that, number-wise, everything looks good. I just received medicine that will specifically target the genetic mutations, so I'm probably going to start not feeling good again, which does not excite me at all, because that was probably the worst thing about the chemo. Next to losing my beard, which as you can see is growing back and it's probably going to be bigger than it was before, but the not feeling good, man, like being weak and losing muscle mass, and I lost 90 pounds in that first month in the hospital. 90 fucking pounds, man. Yeah, I want to lose weight, but fucking A, not like that. That's just ridiculous, because I did lose a lot of muscle mass. I'm still feeling the effects of that. Like going upstairs, slow and tedious, man. It's my legs are like, nah, bro, we ain't doing this. So, needless to say, 23 wasn't fantastic. 24 is definitely not off to a fantastic start. Any money that I had been bled dry, so now my buddy Michael, aka Captain America, part of my masquerade family, started a GoFundMe, and that's been helping a little bit, as far as paying certain bills and shit. And shit, earlier this week, for whatever reason, the transfer of funds got cut, or paused. So now I'm looking at, I got $500 that I'm supposed to be getting. Can't touch it because they want to update on bank account info, which is asinine because obviously the bank's been good. I don't. But anyways, I am going to bitch a little bit now as far as GoFundMe goes. This GoFundMe's been up for maybe 2 months now. I don't know. And there was just a small goal of $3,000 set. It's not like we're reaching out for $30,000, which, I mean, I wouldn't complain about that. But, I'll see somebody else post a GoFundMe. And holy shit, within a week, they're already at $5,000. And I'm like, what? How the fuck does this even happen? Like, we both have cancer, but the only difference is there's a hot chick promoting it, and I hate to even be that way about it, but if I was a hot chick or I had a hot chick promoting my GoFundMe, I'd probably be golden. Because it's not like I can't use the help, and it's not like I'm using it to just go be frivolous and buy dumb shit. It's I got bills, yo. I built a life. I spent a long time getting my life right, getting an apartment, a vehicle. I've got a nice truck. I've got insurance I got to pay and rent, and I'm not trying to lose my life while saving my life. And it's not looking great, man, and I don't like it. I know times are tough. I know the economy's jacked all to hell. I don't care what side of the coin you're on politically. If you deny that shit's fucked up right now, you are a major part of the problem, and fuck you. So I know shit's fucked up. I do. I get it. But then, like I said, I see someone post a GoFundMe for their brother or their friend that's got cancer, and overnight, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000. Blows my mind. But I'm not complaining about the people that have helped or shared or just even reached out and said, hey man, you're a strong ass dude, we love you, you got this. But, that means more to me than any of you might believe. Maybe you believe it, but I like to just try to reiterate the fact that it means a whole hell of a lot when I see my shit shared, or someone has a kind word to say, like, whether it's to me in private or commenting under something that I post, makes me feel like I'm not as big a piece of shit as I feel like I am. Not to say I feel like a piece of shit all the time. I know better. My kids make sure I know that I'm not, but I also know the stress that this is causing everyone that cares about me as much as it is affecting me. I know how I feel about having it. I don't like it. I like being independent, and if I don't feel good, I like knowing I can just take some vitamin C and some zinc and eat a soup or something, and eat some hot peppers and burn whatever out, and I'm good. And this is so not that, Cancer carries the stigma with it. Just the word alone. it silences people, like, legitimately, like, uh, hey man, what's wrong with you? Oh, I've got cancer. They're done arguing with you because they get it. They know it's not cool. They know it's fucked up. And if that's doing that to complete strangers, imagine what it does to you when you've got it, and you really can't understand it until you've got it, or you know, like my ex and my kids and my best friend, and they've dealt with it. They've all lost somebody. Grant lost his mom to it, and he hates chemo, but he knows I have to take it. Um, my kids just, being a dad, being a parent that actually gives a shit, knowing that your kids hold you in such high regard, and then for them to have to see you essentially at your lowest. And it's not a bad thing, because you can't help it. I can't help how I feel. I can't help feeling weak. I can't help feeling sick. I can't help that my mind's fucking with me, But because I do care so much about how they feel, so it's a whole extra weight, Now I've got not only the stress that I'm dealing with, bills and being sick and the uncertainty of it all, but now I've got the pain that they're feeling, seeing their dad not be, for lack of a better word, because I'm a nerd, a superhero, essentially, they've seen me rise up from everything. I've been to prison. They saw me come back from that. I'm a 2-time felon, so 2-time loser, basically. Rose up, not a problem. They see me bounce back from two different heart issues that, honestly, both of them should have killed me, and one of them came really close. They see me fighting this, but this fight's just been, I might as well have stepped in the ring with motherfucking Mike Tyson and had my fist down, not even ready to fight, while he's just pummeling me. It's rough, man. But really good friend of mine, Irina, she lost her due to cancer. She'd probably kill me for even saying that on something that's going to be so public, but it's not a secret, really. But she gave me, hands down, the best advice I've gotten yet, even from doctors, whatever. Don't become a cancer patient. Don't become a cancer patient. And that meant, she may as well have had a bullhorn and yelled that shit in my ear, because it hit me so hard. And I've been doing my best to live by that. I've recently been going in for labs so they can check my blood, make sure everything's kosher, which the past 2 visits, everything's been kosher. But the first day I went in, last Saturday, man, I was in a room with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other people that were fighting cancer, and they genuinely looked like cancer patients. Every image that you can think of in your head, you know what I'm saying, kind of ate up. Unnaturally bald, frail, if you will, ports in their chest that are just that's horrifying to me. And to see that, I think that's why I'm so adamant. I don't want the port in my chest. I refuse. and they can't make me get it. But I think that's part of why I refuse so adamantly against getting it, because I feel like if I had that, I'd mentally become a cancer patient, and I don't want that. You're just gonna have to fucking stick me and stab me fucking 800 times. But again, I don't really know where I'm going with all this. I guess this is more just kind of let everybody know where I'm at with all this. You know what I mean? The second round of chemo that I took, where I had to spend 4 days in the hospital, it fucked up my guts. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like going to the restroom. It sucks. But other than that, I feel pretty good. You know, I feel about 40% weaker than I did a couple weeks ago when I went back to the masquerade and started working again all of 3 days. But I still feel good right now, and I'm afraid that this pill that I'm going to be taking, that I've got to take 2 capsules twice a day, while it attacks these genetic mutations, I'm scared that that's going to fuck me up again. And that's absolutely not what I want, but I also want this shit gone, so it's like, what do I do? Damned if I do, damned if I don't, right? I'm just ready. I know I've only been dealing with it since December 25th. There are cats that have been dealing with this for years. But fuck me, man. I'm so over it. I'm ready to just sort of be normal again. You know, I want to work, man. I need to feel like I'm accomplishing something. So I can pay my bills and just feel normal, you know? It's really not too much to ask, I don't think. I don't know. I guess I'll just go and end this video here. I've talked for about 30 minutes now, roughly. Look, just keep sending me positive vibes. Keep sending me love. Share my links that I share. You know, if it's a GoFundMe, CashApp, Venmo, please share them. It's tiring asking, but as I said, I can't lose everything that I've worked so hard for, and I know shit's tough, but you also can't be too proud to ask for help, and that's kind of what I'm doing here. Yeah, any help's appreciated. Love, support, sharing links, donating. Maybe you know of a fundraiser that you could jump in and hey, help this guy out. You know, maybe you work somewhere that does that kind of shit. By all means, find an ugly picture of me, use it, and raise some money. You know what I mean? At this point, I'm not going to be too picky. Because trying to get disabilities, God bless America. I might as well be running for president, how hard that is. Most of the cancer societies that are out there that do have like grants and stuff, I think we looked at 6 or 7 of them, and every last one of them had to basically close their books because they've already reached their quota, because there's so many people out there that are sick with cancer, and it just blows my mind that care for this stuff isn't free. I know we don't live in Canada, but Canada's got that shit right, man. They fuck it, bump taxes up 20%. I don't give a shit. I'll pay extra taxes for shit for free medical care for something like this. This isn't just, oh, I got a boo-boo, I need an antacid or whatever. This is real deal shit, man. This is my life. My boy Chris from Stick to Your Guns, his mom lives with them in Canada, and she's getting free health care for some stage 4 cancer bullshit. You know what I mean? And like, God, that's got to be such a huge relief to not have to stress that. I don't know, and I don't want people to think I haven't looked. I've got all kinds of resources that I've looked into, churches. I've actually got one I need to call here in Clayton County that will help pay a couple bills here and there, which is awesome. But I got to call them still. I don't know. It's new territory for me. Not a fan of it, but it's a necessary, uncomfortable thing to go through. I guess I don't know how to word that. But yeah, so I've definitely talked way too much now. So yeah, share my links. Keep sending me positive reinforcement. It helps. Donate if you can. If you know another way to raise some money, please. I'll be honest with you, I'm kind of shocked some of the places I've worked over the years haven't tried to do something, but that's neither here nor there. If you're a hot chick and you want to fucking promote for me, that'd be great. My girl Natalie, I found out passed away in March from exactly what I have. God, her GoFundMe was crazy. And I say crazy as in, holy shit, that was amazing to see, because the shit is expensive, medical care and all that. It's just ridiculous cost of living, and then you got to have someone take care of you. So now that's 2 people not working, and I'm sure that $36,000 that they raised helped a lot, but I'm sure much more was needed. But anyways, thank you all. Thanks for taking the time. If you watch this, feel free to reach out if you got any questions or anything, whatever. I'm here. I'm not doing much. I've been trying to live and stay active, So, anyways, thank you all, and I love you. And hopefully I'll see y'all soon.